required textbook for this course is by Burke and it is titled The English Teacher's Companion, the 4th edition. On the syllabus, whenever you look through, you'll notice that you're going to be required to do 4 chapter summaries that are 30 points each for a total of 120 points in the course. For the chapter summaries, you'll note here on the syllabus that it tells you for week 1, the first assignment that you'll have is to read chapter 1 of the English Teacher's Companion, titled What We Teach, Redefining English as a Discipline. You'll read through the entire chapter, and next week you'll turn in a chapter summary. Whenever you look in my courses, you'll notice that I have a how-to sheet on how to complete the chapter summary. So when you open this up and you look at it, one of the things I want to do is go through step by step what it is that's going to be required of you for each one of these chapter summaries. What I've done is I've made the chapter summary assignment into you creating a test for the chapter. Once you've read through the entire chapter, what you're going to do is create a 20-question multiple choice test with 2 discussion questions for each one of the chapters that you're assigned to read. Throughout the textbook itself, Burke provides you with lots of things called pause and reflect that are located throughout the chapter. You can use these pause and reflect topics in order to create discussion questions for the test, but you will come up with your own original questions for each one of the chapters that you've been assigned. For the first test reading, as we said here, the chapter 1 is going to be the first chapter test that you'll create. So what you'll do after you've read chapter 1, you're going to go through and you're going to create 20 multiple choice questions. I would like for you to put a little short line to the side of each one of the questions that you create, provide all of your multiple choice answers, and on the line you're going to actually give me the answer to the question. Each one of the questions need to be answered, as you'll see here on the example that I've given you. You can scroll all the way down through it and you'll notice that there's all 20 questions. Please note that whenever you're typing a question, you want all of your questions and answers to be together. So if we're, say for instance, this were to break and C and D would be on the next page, move everything down to where everything is all together in one little cluster like this. The discussion questions are going to be at the end of the test. I notice here I put discussion questions continued on the next page. I typed out discussion question number 1 and I actually listed my question. And one of the things that you do is to provide the answer to the question based upon the reading of the text as you've gone through it. So you not only will create your discussion questions, you'll also have to give me the answers to the questions. Note up here at the top that it tells you that each one of the discussion questions has to be answered with a minimum of 5 to 7 sentences. After you have gone through and you have created the test, I want you to save it as one file. You can name it anything that you want to. The first one could be Chapter 1, Burke, etc. And then once you've saved the file, you're going to go in and you're going to upload the file to My Courses by clicking on the assignment, browsing your computer, and then actually uploading what it is that needs to be turned in. Please note that each one of the questions, there will be 20 questions that you'll create, count as 1 point per test question, and each discussion question counts as 5 points per discussion question. So you'll have a total of 30 points for each one of the assignments. Be sure to go through, for each one of the chapter summaries, be sure to go through and edit, go back and read, proofread, and be sure that everything is grammatically correct and looks good before it is that you upload it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at david.lowry@jcjc.edu.